Some exciting things that I'm working on, that I've been working on, that I want to share with you. So, I'm all about food. If you've never met me before, welcome. My name is Ashiva Sanjo, and I'm a holistic health counselor, and I'm a holistic chef. And I teach ladies how to care for their bodies and their families with food. So, I started gardening. And I decided I'm gonna start a gardening vlog because I want you all to join me on this process. I think it is so beautiful that we have the opportunity to actually take a seed, plant it, and it grows. Not just that, I'm gardening with my kitchen scraps. So things that I would normally throw in the trash, guys, I'm putting it in water, putting it in the soil, and it is growing and producing. So I've just started a month ago, and I'm so determined to make this video. It is starting to drizzle, my puppy is barking, there's somebody doing some work out back, and I'm like, I've got to make this video because I want to show you all what I've been working on, and I want to encourage you on your journey of gardening. If this is something, if it's a desire you feel like God has placed on your heart, or it's something you want to do for your family, I want to encourage you in that way. And that's Nyla, my puppy. She's gonna be making a whole lot of noise probably in this video. But anyways, let me get started here. The first piece of my garden is a vertical planter, and I actually got some netting from Amazon, and I made a covering for my garden here, and I'll show you what I've got. And the netting really helps a lot with the bugs, fungus gnats, and everything that want to come and devour your goodies before you get to them. So on the top layer, I have some herbs, fresh herbs. So that's basil and rosemary, some more basil. And there's an oregano. It's hanging on by a thread, but hey, we're going to work with it. I planted some thyme, and they sprung up. All of these things that are in here on the first top four layers I planted about a week and a half ago, right? And it's already flourishing. I love this green stalk. um, I love this green stalk planter. Go get yourself a green stalk if you want to start gardening, but you don't have a lot of space, right? Or you're new to gardening. It really helps. It's encouraging when you plant the stuff and it actually germinates. So on the second tier, I have romaine, and I have some lettuce. I have kale growing here, some more romaine, because I really want some greens for the summertime for my family. Fresh organic greens. I use organic soil. I'll do a video on that showing you how I put my soil together because I do a mix. This is Swiss chard, arugula, some more Swiss chard, and there is some spinach in this pocket, but it takes about 2 weeks before they actually sprout. So we can check on those another time. This is some radish. And this radish I actually got from the green stalk company. So the planter company, they actually send you seeds when you purchase from them. They're pretty awesome, by the way. A portion of my my I think this is called a trellis. Excuse me, guys, I'm so new to gardening. A portion of it was broken, and they sent it out by UPS in about 2 3 days. I'm like, this company is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I have some green onions. I have cabbage. This is kitchen scrap cabbage. We had eaten it, and I just planted the little stump there right in the ground. Some more green onions, and these are some carrot tops. Because carrot tops, you can actually eat the green that it grows on the top portion of the carrot. It won't grow carrots into the soil, but it will keep growing those tops, and it's actually quite good and flavorful, and it's high in nutrients. Very good for you. So these are my garlic. greens. So I planted some garlic that started sprouting in my kitchen. A friend of mine gave me a pumpkin seed. The shell is still sitting right here and it just sprouted. But I love this green stalk because everything that I plant in here, it flourishes quickly. This is some sweet potato that was sprouting on my cabinet or my countertop rather, and I planted it in here. Some more green, some more garlic, and this is an onion here, and this is a celery. So I always wanted to plant organic celery. And if you can see here, I literally just cut the top of the celery off and I put the root right in the ground. A lot of these things actually, I think I started it inside in water, and then once it grew a little bit of root, I put it out here in the green stalk. But this is the first portion of my garden. And I have my rainwater over here that I used to water it. In my rainwater, I'll put a little bit of mint and I'll put pine cone. I kind of use the stuff I have around the yard just to repel mosquitoes, right? So they don't go and breed in that rainwater. But the rainwater is so beautiful for the plants. It's way better than that chlorinated water that you use from the tap. Obviously, we have to use that at times, but I'm really trying to harvest rainwater as best I can. So I will take you to the next portion of my garden here. And this is a raised bed. This area I kind of fenced out in the yard because my puppy Nyla, she went in my garden and she started digging up all my potatoes. So I had to little section. Look at her. She's standing right over there. Yeah. She's waiting to go in and dig all my stuff up. But I made a little makeshift gate. You know, you do the best you can. Um, just to protect my crops from all the pests, be it my puppy or the birds, the squirrels, you know, the rodents. Just protecting it best I can. So I'll lift this netting here. I keep the netting because the potatoes, I've heard that they they don't they don't do so well at times out in the raised beds because of all the bugs. They're easy to grow, but I didn't want to come out and see a bunch of eaten up leaves and just bug infested plants. So I decided to put this little covering on. I do have to secure it better, but we'll get into that another time. This is kitchen scrap again. This particular lettuce, that's also kitchen scrap. It's not doing so well, but this one has been thriving. This is a pineapple head that I just put in the ground because it will actually grow a pineapple, and I want to see how it works. It's gonna take like 90 days, so that's gonna be a very long time, but I'm willing to see how it all works out. This is all a process, you know. None of this stuff is overnight. You can't plant something and come back and eat the next day. It's a process, so it's a process that a journey I'm willing to take. That back there is my asparagus. It is flowering, or it came up and I was so excited because it looked like a regular asparagus. But what's gonna happen is it's really just digging roots, strong roots, making strong roots in the ground. And next season or next year, I should be able to have quite a bit of asparagus in the ground, prayerfully. These are some watermelon seeds that myself and my daughter planted, and it sprouted in about 4 to 5 days. I also planted some squash back here. All of this stuff has not sprouted as yet. Eggplant, and I have a few planters here with tomatoes, and I put a big green onion to guard my tomato, praying it works. I have mint over here on this side, and I need to come through and weed out all of these these little weeds and throw them on my compost pile. All these weeds on the ground. My second planter here has another tomato plant, and where you see the flowers here, there's gonna be tomatoes. Wherever you see the flowers come out, that's where tomatoes are gonna start bearing right there. So I'm excited about that. I also have a green bean stalk, and I thought it was discolored or something, but that's the way it looks. That's the way it's supposed to look. I have some peas here that came up as well. And I'm excited. I'm excited. This whole journey started about a month ago, and there's so much that I've learned. I used to say I don't have a green thumb, and that's Nyla. She loves to bark at the neighbor's dog. It brings her great joy. But I used to say I didn't have a green thumb, but what I realized, it's not really about having a green thumb, but it's really about, it's really about education. So what I did, I went out and I bought a book, and I also started following some pro gardening YouTubers, right? And I learned a lot, because I would have like just simple things like a rosemary or some mint in the house that I got from the grocery store, Kroger's in particular, and I could never keep them alive. In a week or 2 weeks, the stuff would be dead. But I didn't understand that when plants are indoors, you can overwater them, it can get root rot and fungus gnats and all these different things that I didn't know about. But just educating myself has given me a lot of confidence to move forward in this journey. And ladies and gentlemen, I would love for you to join me on this journey to start producing those beautiful foods that you go and pick up somewhere else. Why not produce this stuff in your own yard? If you don't have a lot of space, all you need is a balcony or a patio, little patio space. People even use some of these vertical gardens on the indoor. It may be a little bit more challenging though to deal with the indoor pests. Or the pests that it may, draw into your home. However, if you have some space outdoor, put a vertical planter, start a raised bed. I'll take you through the process of how I set up my garden, and also the soil that I use and the compost and the netting, and how I kind of cut costs and just use stuff around my yard. There's so many things that I found in my yard to use, whether it's for composting, to repel insects, to help to build trellises in my garden. And this thing is going crazy. I don't think I'm holding it correctly, but go on me with this journey. Excuse my barking puppy, and let's grow some food together. I love you all, and thanks for joining.